The sky over Malibu was still dark when a matte black SUV pulled up to a gated estate carved into the cliffside. Inside, the staff were already at work. Not for the celebrity herself. She was still asleep upstairs, but for her Pomeranian, Zeus, who had a full schedule ahead. 2 handlers stood over him in a temperature-controlled grooming suite. One gently brushed his coat with a $400 boar bristle brush from Japan, while the other selected calming frequencies from the Canine Mindfulness Spotify playlist. On the wall, an oversized iPad displayed Zeus's itinerary. Morning treadmill jog, infrared therapy, goat's milk smoothie infused with collagen, and a Reiki energy session from a healer who used to work with Beyoncé's Great Dane. This wasn't unusual. In New York City, a Himalayan cat named Cleo spent her afternoons sunbathing in a penthouse that overlooked Central Park. Her living room had been transformed into a feline wellness sanctuary, complete with custom-made climbing structures built from reclaimed European oak and brushed brass. Her meals? Cooked by a private chef who trained at Le Cordon Bleu, locally sourced trout with a side of organic seaweed, served in hand-painted ceramic bowls. The chef wore gloves and spoke to her softly in French. Cleo never meowed. She simply blinked like a tiny, judgmental empress. Elsewhere in Miami, DJ X's African gray parrot Mijo had a 3.2 million follower Instagram account. His feathers were misted daily with a hydrating vitamin spray before his feathers were gently blow-dried with a diffuser set to tropical breeze. Mijo's perch? A rotating, yacht-shaped platform with LED lighting. He had a dedicated ring light, a content strategist, and his own custom soundboard. One morning, he squawked something vaguely melodic, and a savvy audio engineer remixed it into a club track. It charted. Mijo got a brand deal with a coconut water company. His face appeared on billboards in Tokyo and Berlin. He still couldn't pronounce cracker. In Beverly Hills, Chanel and Versace, a pair of teacup pigs with verified TikTok accounts, were dropped off at the Pet Wellness Lounge twice a week. This was not your average pet spa. It had eucalyptus-infused air, an on-site animal chiropractor, and silent yoga rooms where small animals were guided through passive stretching routines. The pigs' favorite was aquatic Pilates. They wore matching neoprene float belts and drifted through the pool like seasoned retirees. Their owner, a starlet known for her 3-season streaming drama and red carpet controversies, insisted the pigs had elevated her soul frequency. They were featured in Vogue. Twice. In Las Vegas, a SPHYNX cat named Cleopatra had her own perfume line, developed by a luxury fragrance house that usually worked with high-end human clients. Cleopatra had a full-time branding team, including a lawyer who specialized in pet intellectual property. Her weekly self-care included crystal chakra alignment, custom nail caps in seasonal colors, and sound baths performed by a violinist who toured with Yo-Yo Ma. She also had a signature purr. It was trademarked. Meanwhile, in Aspen, a golden retriever named Hemingway inherited $5 million, and a chalet after his former owner, a tech billionaire, passed away. The will specified a lifetime supply of freeze-dried bison treats, weekly grooming with snowmelt water, and annual ski trips where Hemingway was chauffeured down bunny slopes in a sled pulled by professional mushers. His trust fund was managed by a Wall Street advisor who also oversaw the finances of 2 Fortune 500 CEOs and 1 former astronaut. Back in L.A., a courtroom was packed with reporters during a custody battle between 2 A-listers. The subject? A labradoodle named Oscar. The judge listened seriously as both parties explained their bond with the dog, submitting photo albums, sent preference reports, and therapist evaluations. In the end, the court ordered joint custody with rotating holidays and access to a licensed canine therapist specializing in separation anxiety. And through all of it, the diamond collars, the private jets with climate-controlled pet pods, the vegan leather dog couches imported from Italy, the animals themselves remained blissfully unaware. They didn't know they were icons. They didn't know their every blink, bark, or fluff was documented, monetized, idolized. They knew treats, walks, cuddles, the comforting presence of the humans who, for reasons only fame can explain, decided that their pets would live like royalty. They weren't just pets anymore. They were wellness influencers. They were brand empires. They were extensions of the celebrity dream, flawless, curated, and utterly viral. And maybe, just maybe, they were living a fantasy the rest of us could only dream about. Adore without condition, pamper without apology, and forever trending.